Everybody's got a box of googly eyes, right? What if, what if, what if, what if, what if? Hola familia! We wrote a book, and so I want to share it with you. Normally there's a big intro, all that jazz. We're going to get right into reading the book. We'll talk about the book after. All right, the book is Spaghetti Monster and the Halloween Party, written by myself and my husband Dylan, and illustrated by Dylan. So he actually drew all the pictures. Dedicated to our favorite little monsters, to our daughters. Hi, my name is Bob, but everyone calls me Spaghetti Monster. It's October, my favorite time of the year. The colorful leaves, the pumpkins everywhere, but the best part, Halloween. My purple friend is throwing a Halloween party with a costume contest. The invite says, you're invited to the flyest Halloween party, October 31st at 13 p.m. I can't wait! I want to win the contest. What should I wear? I could buy a costume, I could borrow a costume, or should I make one? What do we think he's going to do? Where do I start? I need inspiration. Hey, Booyah! What are you wearing to the party? I'm trying to get inspired. Hi, Bob. I'm going as a ghost. I have an extra sheet if you want to borrow it. Do you think it's going to work? How do I look? Beautiful! Oh no! What happened? Guess meatballs are made of sauce, huh? Sorry, Booyah. My pasta sauce got on your sheet. Guess it's back to the drawing board. Oh, he's sad. What if I buy a costume? Ooh, look! A cat! That could work. Achoo! This won't work. These whiskers tickle my nose. What about a spider? My noodles could be the 8 legs. But what about the eyeballs? I know. I'll stick on googly eyes. I have a box here. Somewhere. Everybody's got a box of googly eyes, right? Do you? Puts it on. What do we think? Well, that didn't work. They slipped right off. There has to be a costume that'll work. What about a pirate? A cowboy? A vampire? Maybe a mummy? A princess? Frankenstein's monster? A jack-o'-lantern? A chef? An octopus? Nothing feels right. What if I can't come up with anything? What if I design it myself and everyone thinks it's silly? What if? Eureka! I got it! I know what I'll wear. To the craft room. Heads over to the craft room. What do we think he's gonna make? It's perfect! Just in time for the party. He's getting there. He's getting closer. Ding dong. He's there. What do we think he's gonna be? How creative! Bob, it's you! Amazing! That'll win for sure. So unique. Great idea. What a great costume. Arg, matey, great choice. You're a plate of spaghetti! And he ends up being a plate of spaghetti. And you can see all of his monster friends. Let's pasta move on the dance floor. He's ready to dance it all out. And guess what? He won first place for the most creative costume. In second place, you got pirate. And then the third place, you got a mummy. Thanks for hanging out with me and my monster friends. Until our next adventure. That was our book. And he won. All he did was overcome his fear of trying something new. And he got most creative. How cool is that? All right, so why did we write the book? Well, our daughters love spaghetti. And when they were little, they used to cover themselves in spaghetti. And because of that, well, they became spaghetti monsters. My husband, who helped write this book, Dylan, he actually used to call them spaghetti monsters. He would say, like, spaghetti monsters, let's go. Where are my spaghetti monsters? And because he would call them that, after a while, it just became what we called them. And then a couple years ago, my husband actually drew Spaghetti Monster. And look how cute he is. You can see him better here. He's so cute. So because he was so cute, we were like, what if we made a story about Spaghetti Monster? Then we decided, what about a story about trying to be creative and make something that you want to wear for a friend's party? So we made it Spaghetti Monster and the Halloween Party. And we're really excited to share with you. We also have it in Spanish for anybody who would like to read it in Spanish. I will post a video about that next time. But I just want to say thank you for reading with us, and we hope you come and see our next story. Hasta luego. Adiós, familia.